we go, Paula.
Shall we start over?
Yeah, we need to start over because we are.
Second time is perfect.
The video is already running now, Paula. We might want to let our audience know that we just spent 20 minutes on a wonderful presentation of you, and Chef Kim, which would be me in this case, has forgotten to click the record button. So let's start over. That was a good rehearsal. Paula, great to have you again. Okay, today we want to tell our members a little more, or those of our members who are not really quite clear on these things. What's it all about with impressions and clicks, and how do we make money, and where do we see where we make money? Does Wizzley know how much we earn? The answer is no, and similar things. So I'm gonna hand it right over to you because you got it pat down now.
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about some terminology that seems to be confusing for people when we talk about how we get paid when we write on Wizzley. And the first thing that we need to understand is the word impression. Impression means that a person has landed on your page. So that means if anyone goes to Wizzley's front page and clicks on an article that belongs to you and opens up that page, you now have one impression. And the impression itself is great news because it means that you've gotten traffic to that page, but it does not earn you any money. It just means that they have landed on the page. So that is the definition of impression. The next thing to understand is click. When we say click, we're referring to the click of the mouse button or the click of the enter button on your computer. And a click, it is going to be on a link. So the link would either be a link to another page that you have provided on in your text. It could be a big link, it can be an Amazon link, it can be an eBay link, or it can be something that that you link just to one of your other Wizzley pages. So if you have a click, if someone clicks on one of your links and it's a paying link like Chitika, AdSense, Amazon, or a big link,
eBay,
or eBay, which is part of BigLink, yes. Some of those will pay you. Chitika pays per click, AdSense pays per click, eBay generally pays per click, and there are others. So you could earn money per click, and that is one way of earning money on Wizzley. However, not all clicks will earn you money. For instance, if I were to click from one page to another Wizzley page, that's not going to earn you any money. It will get you another impression, but it will not earn you money. The most popular way that vendors will give you money is paying per sale. And the reason behind that is most vendors make money per sale, and therefore they pay you a commission on what you have helped them sell. And this is how Amazon works. You get paid per sale. Every vendor that pays per sale does it a different way. Most people use a straight percentage, 10%, 8%, 6%. Some of them go as high as 50%. With Amazon, it's a little trickier than that. So you get paid in different tiers. If you sell a certain amount, I believe it starts at 4.25% per sale, and then it goes up. The highest is 8.5, I believe, percent. And so depending on how many items you sell within a given calendar month, you will earn that percentage per sale. And once you get to the next tier, it will take all your sales for the month and put them in the new percentage. So that's a pay per sale. So the reader would actually have to click on an item in your page, that goes to Amazon and then purchase it on Amazon. So that's pay per sale. So the ways you can earn money are on a click, in a pay-per-click system, or pay per sale. So those are really the two ways you earn money on Wizzley. There's been some confusion about where Wizzley earns money and the author earns money. So now that we know what impression is, let's talk about that. Wizzley divides impressions with the author. For instance, if it's a 50-50 split, that means that 50% of the time the impression is Wizzley's and 50% of the time it's the author's. So that means on your 50%, all of your code, your ID codes for AdSense, Amazon, all the different companies that can pay you, your code will show up on that impression. If a reader were to click through to any of your paying vendors on that particular impression, you will earn the money and it will show up in your account. If it's Wizzley's impression and someone clicks through, Wizzley earns the money on that particular impression. And these just rotate through. So if it was a 50-50%, it just rotates through so that over the long period of time, over several months, it will even out pretty much that Wizzley gets half the money and you get half the money, and it's all random, so you never know which reader's gonna come through and buy or not buy, but it pretty much evens out over the long run. Let's see, what's the next thing is talking about where we get paid and who actually pays us. Wizzley does not actually pay us. They offer us the opportunity to earn money on their platform, and for doing that we share impressions with them. But to find out where we get paid, you have to go directly to the various vendors that you've signed up for. You go to Amazon to see what you've earned on Amazon. You go to AdSense to see what you've earned on AdSense, and so on. And you can set up channels in most of these accounts so that you can see exactly what sales are coming from your Wizzley pages and which ones are coming from other places you might be earning money from. And one of the really great things about a lot of these vendors is that you can compile your earnings from various sites. So Wizzley would only necessarily be one of the places that you're earning from Amazon, and you can compile them into one account, which will help your tier level go up. You know, a lot of people do this, and that's how they can get to the higher and higher levels. What am I forgetting?
Well, for one thing, so the question comes sometimes up that people ask us, can you tell me how much money I make? No, we can't. You know, we have no access to your accounts. We only know what Wizzley earns. We do not know what the authors earn. You know, those are your personal accounts with Amazon, AdSense, Wiggling, and so on. And we have no insight whatsoever. We cannot access those, right?
Right. You are the only person that has access to your own accounts, and other than anyone that you have given access to the account. There's no way that Wizzley can go into your account and see what you are earning. So if you want them to know what you're earning, you have to tell them. That's the only way they're going to find it.
Right. Yeah, and what we said before, we are very transparent the way the system is set up on Wizzley. So with your impression, so when somebody opens your page, you can actually with your mouse hover over your sales links, and at the bottom of the browser window you see the link, and it's usually a very long link, especially Amazon, but somewhere in there you see either your affiliate ID, whatever you have set up, Paula C-com-20 or whatever, or a Wizzley's ID, which is I think right now page something. If you don't recognize it, then it's Wizzley's ID. But then you refresh the page at the most 4 times, because every 5 impressions, the ID changes. It's either your ID or Wizzley's ID. Either you make money or Wizzley. But you can actually see that. That's what I call it a transparent system. You always know when you make money because you can check on that. So there's no hidden coding or whatever. So, oh, Wizzley gets all the money. When do I get money or something? No, it's all visible. You can check on it.
And I think it's really should be said that just because it is Wizzley's impression doesn't mean they're making money on that. Just like you, someone has to click through and buy something or
Right.
click through an ad in order for Wizzley to make money on anybody's pages. And so they're obviously out there working as hard as we are trying to market the pages and bring the right traffic to the pages in order to earn money for everyone. And Wizzley has no way of really knowing other than the same thing by actually checking which impression it is when someone lands on the page until all those statistics come through.
Right.
And just speaking of statistics, I've read some stuff in the forums about this, so I thought I would bring it up. The best place to look at statistics on any of this information is either the host site for that particular sales product, like Amazon, BigLink, and AdSense, or on Google Analytics if you want to see the full picture. The statistics on Wizzley are not really as accurate as what you'll see on those other places because that's where you're actually getting paid, and you're gonna, the Google Analytics will give you the full picture of where traffic is coming from, what country, what page, and that type of information. And you can link AdSense and Analytics together so that they give you the AdSense information as well. Which pages are earning money on AdSense, how much per click, and so on.
Yeah, and people who are interested in that just won't get around to learning how to set that up. That is just part of the whole gig, So I recommend that check out your tutorials. You have very comprehensive tutorials on how to set up AdSense analytics and how to link them together and how to set up custom channels. So they need to go to your profile and browse down, or simply use the search feature on Wizzley, the little field on the top right, and type in analytics, and then from the pop-down menu select pages, not authors, not forum, but pages, and then a list of pages that talk about analytics will come up, and your tutorials are in there. So won't get around to do a little work and learn that. What else? I think that probably sums it up, right? We talked about what impressions are, and that impressions don't necessarily make you money, only if somebody clicks on it, and then also only if your ID is showing, and you need to, all your information you need to get yourself in your respective accounts on AdSense, on Amazon, and so on. Wizzley has no way of knowing what your stats are. Then Wizzley, the internal stats are by design a little spotty because for various technical reasons, and there's a lot of times we get asked why there's a difference in the numbers between our internal account and let's say analytics or AdSense. So that all has to do with technical things that lie with Google, where we don't have any idea, that some people have ad blockers set up and things like that make a difference in those numbers. And so the internal stats on Wizzley are just like a rough overview, kind of a tendency where things are going. You can see your visitors and all that, yeah, but for more sophisticated stats, you always have to go to analytics. That's where you get the exact picture.
Yeah, analytics is a very good system, and There are others out there if you don't like analytics. But I have to admit that I don't even look at the traffic stats nearly as much as I look at how much I'm earning on each page, because that's the
Yeah,
bottom line for me. And if that's what's important to you, then you just need to increase whatever you're doing to get those earnings.
yeah. And another thing you said in our rehearsal video that you recommend focusing on affiliate sales for income, not necessarily so much like clicks and from impressions and things.
Well, the people that do really well with earning from places like AdSense and Chitika have done a lot of studying on keywords and what earns the most, and it makes it a little bit difficult.
Yeah,
When you sell something, it's pretty clear how much you're going to earn, because if you know how much you earn from each sale and you know how much the item is, then you know what you're going to make. And I think that unless you're an expert on which ads pay the most, that focusing on actually selling products or services with a set price will be the easiest for you to figure out, at least at the beginning, until you become more educated in how the whole AdSense and Chitika system works.
yeah, okay. Okay, Paula. I'm sure that is very helpful to a lot of our users, a lot of the new ones that come in and don't know exactly how it all works. So I thank you. I thank you for your time and for sharing your expertise with us. And I hope we'll do it again soon and tackle another topic that the people have questions about. Okay?
Sounds great.
Okay. Thanks so much, Paula.
Bye-bye.
I will now not forget to click the stop video button. Otherwise, we'll sit here in 2 hours and I have all that editing to do then. Okay, thanks, my dear friend Paula. Bye-bye.
All right, so